Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Star Trek Judgement Rites. When last we left off, things got very dangerous very quickly. It turns out that Dr. Bredell, the villain from the final mission in the previous game, is behind whatever's going on Espoir station, and the Enterprise is currently locked in a lethal, well, potentially lethal tractor beam. We were captured and put in the detention brig area, but one of the security team on the station has been persuaded to help us and let us go. We have all of our equipment back, but I think communicating with the Enterprise might be a bad idea, purely because the security team is not yet on our side. This inevitably, I hope anyway, will change. Let's go into the room marked computers, because if there's anything that we can do to lower the tractor beam, it's probably here. Hello!
You're too late. I've set the computer on a continuous auto-diagnostic. You'll never be able to get it online.
I don't believe in the word never, and I don't think Spock does either.
I don't believe in the word never.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Kirk! Right out of my mouth, indeed. Right out of my words, I was about to say there, but no, mouth. Let's deal with you by stunning you. You are really, really slow on the draw. Really slow on the draw. You actually had the gun pointed at us and you didn't shoot.
A rather unconscious computer technician.
Indeed.
Dr. Leonard McCoy doesn't like working with machines, but doesn't like primitive medicine either.
That's true.
Mr. Spock seems perfectly at home in a room full of computers.
Let's talk to them, shall we? Because we clearly need to figure something out here.
Well, Spock, do you feel at home here?
He probably does.
My home is Vulcan, Doctor. Its physical appearance is quite dissimilar to this place.
You kind of walked right into that one, McCoy.
There are machines here, Spock. Computers. This is where you belong, isn't it?
My place, Doctor, is as science officer aboard the USS Enterprise.
You should keep walking into them. You really should stop, McCoy.
Spock, if you left the Enterprise, I'm sure you could find a job substituting for one of these mechanical marvels.
Actually, Doctor, the computing capacity of one of these machines is substantially faster than the processing power of the Vulcan brain.
You really just keep walking into these. Do you want to stop at any time, McCoy?
So you admit that you are inferior.
Ooh.
In speed and memory, affirmative. Other areas exist, Doctor, where even you are superior to this machine.
Ooh, is that a subtle jab?
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Spock.
And he said it in a video game rather than actually in the series. Let's talk to Spock.
These are various advanced designs, Captain. They appear to work on a modified Daystrom duotronic system version 9.0. With some enhancements I do not recognize.
That means nothing to me. Now, there is this, apparently this diagnostic that's going on.
The central processor of the main computer.
We probably want to have a look at that.
The tricorder can tap into the core memory, provided that we can end the diagnostic cycle.
Yes, there is a diagnostic cycle going on, isn't there? Let's have a look at that.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
Well, let's have a look at it then.
A three-dimensional chess set.
These are a thing in Star Trek. I doubt we can do much about it. No, we can't. But I know somebody who potentially could. And that person is Spock.
Save new game.
If there's anyone that could do anything about this diagnostic, it's probably Spock. But give me one moment, I'll be right back. Apologies for that, I'm back. Now let's have Spock have a look at this diagnostic. We'll use Spock on the actual diagnostic. What can you tell us?
Captain, the computer is locked into an infinite loop. It will continue playing the game until it defeats itself. I can interrupt the moves and input my own.
Ah, that's sensible.
Try Rook to Queen's level 3. That will threaten its bishop.
That is, basically we're now playing we're interrupting this game of chess so that we can, potentially, get involved. There are basically three types of response. There's, this one.
Try Knight to King level 1. That will shore up our defenses.
That's a little too defensive.
Try Queen to Queen's level 2. Let's sacrifice our queen to take that knight.
That's not a very good decision.
Try rook to Queen's level 3. That will threaten its bishop.
Let's try that, shall we?
An excellent move.
Thank you.
Now let's push a pawn on King's level. That will force it into a more stable position.
We're not really intending to make it stable, we're intending to end it.
Now move your other rook to support it on Queen's level. We should be able to threaten the Queen or the bishop.
Not bad.
Let's try something a little dangerous. Rook to King's level 2.
Nope, that's, we're not trying something dangerous here.
Now move your other rook to support it on Queen's level. We should be able to threaten the Queen or the bishop.
I think Kirk knows what he's doing.
It seemed to be expecting something else, Captain. Its queen is vulnerable.
Ah, excellent.
Let's not be too hasty. Advancing the bishop to support the rook will give us a solid advantage on the board.
Apparently it will.
Let's confuse it with a sacrifice. It might be interesting to trade queens.
Don't think that'll work.
Let's take the queen and see if it resigns.
That's a very aggressive move there. I think we're going to play it safe and do the first choice.
Let's not be too hasty. Advancing the bishop to support the rook will give us a solid advantage on the board.
Let's do it.
A superb game, Captain. You have made it. The diagnostic cycle has ended.
Ah, excellent.
Excellent, Spock. Can you access the computer?
The main memory unit will not accept my attempts to access. I will need to find a more friendly interface with enough memory to hold the information.
Ah, fair enough, but we have actually ended the diagnostic cycle, which is good. Let's go out of the use option here and move on. We can't do this? Well, we could try. This is probably more friendly.
Captain, I am connecting the science tricorder to the central computer. We can use it to tap into the computer now that the diagnostic cycle is finished.
Well, that could work.
We might use Dr. McCoy's tricorder as well.
Good plan. Let us in fact do that. Let's use his tricorder also. Should probably help.
Captain, I am connecting the medical tricorder to the central computer.
Excellent. I'm not quite sure what that does, but I imagine we could see what Spock can do?
Success, Captain. I have access to Bredell's Project Big Bang files, and to the access code for his personal quarters.
That's handy. That's very handy. But right now I don't think we want to do anything just now on him. Let's save, because that was quite a thing there dealing with that chess game. There we go. Let's move on. We'll inevitably probably have to stun more people. Not kill them though, just stun. Let's think. Where was this room?
This door is labeled Central Control.
Yeah, I think that'll probably do the trick, because we need to take control of the ship pretty quickly, I think. Let's go. Hello.
Pacers on stun.
Well, thanks for letting us know that. Let's deal with you before you deal with us. There we go. Excellent. We don't need to stun anyone else, I don't think. He doesn't seem that bothered about the fact that we just stunned those guards. At all.
Oh, that's even worse than the damn transporter.
McCoy always gets shot first. Oh, he's now getting back up again.
Dr. Monroe,
Indeed.
one of Monroe's assistants.
He didn't draw a weapon on us, so I didn't shoot him.
Mr. Spock, as emotionless as ever.
Well, what about McCoy?
An annoyed Leonard McCoy.
Not surprised he's annoyed. Let's talk to him.
Can't we just blow up this weapon and be done with it?
We don't even know what it is yet.
The controls are quite advanced, Captain. Most impressive piece of technology.
Indeed, very impressive. I suppose we could actually talk to Monroe here.
How dare you come aboard this station and disturb our delicate work, you Starfleet brute?
To be fair, you did lock our ship in a tractor beam.
And I thought Harry Mudd was annoying.
Ah, Mud. I remember Mud from the show and the game. What about you, sir? Let's talk to you.
Don't hurt me! Please! And could someone do something for my allergies?
Yeah, I think somebody could do something about your allergies. Let's have a look at you, shall we?
Middle-aged human male suffering from severe allergies.
Well, we can do something about that. We have a medical kit. That should help. Off you go, McCoy. Do doctory stuff.
Hold still.
Yeah, you should do what the doctor says.
That should help. And try to calm down. We're the good guys.
Please calm down. Let's, maybe he'll help us now that we've, done that for his allergies.
Thank you for helping me with my allergies. I guess not all Federation people are bad.
Most of them actually aren't.
Well, we normally like to think of ourselves as humanitarians.
That's true.
Unfortunately, that is not what Dr. Bredell tells most Vardane. Anyway, I guess I should get rid of that creeper.
Which probably should help us. Oh, is that a plant you're referring to?
Thank you for helping me with my...
Well,
Unfortunately...
There's nothing really here that we can look
The
at.
station's weapon controls.
I don't think he's going to let us use them.
This seems pointless.
Oh! Thanks for letting me know, narrator. I'm going to do it again if it's that pointless.
The station's communications station.
Oh, is that when you just click something that's not there?
This seems pointless.
That's quite good, actually. We could use the communications station. We could, I imagine, just use our
The station's communications station.
Is that one? This one?
The station's systems
We
console.
could just probably use the phaser on them, but there's not really much point in doing so. Spock's good with computers, though. There you go.
I am disabling their backups. It includes several systems that are not controlled from this station.
That's handy. What about this one?
I am disabling their communications network. We will now have a clear channel to the Enterprise.
Excellent. We sort of needed that. And lastly, but by no means least, let's disable their weapons systems.
I am disabling their weapons control. I do not detect access to anything around the proto-event.
Ah, interesting. So now we should be able to communicate with the Enterprise, I believe, or so you have asserted. Let's find out, shall we?
Save new
We don't want to try and communicate with them with something going awry, so let's try it.
Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise.
Does it work?
Transmission detected in Central Command. Security forces converge on Central Command.
Yeah, that's not good.
Captain Kirk, is everything all right?
Let's not do that, shall we?
Things are looking up, I think. Kirk out.
Let's load, I think, because we really don't want to actually alert them. We really want the security team on our side. So we've done all this now. We shouldn't need to do anything else concerning all of that. However, we shouldn't really hang around here for too long. Really shouldn't hang around. We have disabled all the devices, but we still don't have a security team on our side. And we really don't want to communicate things otherwise.
This door is labeled security.
We don't want to go in there just yet.
This door is labeled transporter room.
I think we actually want to head over to another area. Now, here is the controls. Let's have a look. Let's go to Docking Bay 1, shall we? It's a little further along. Can we?
Surrender or die.
Well, that is indeed an option. That is very much an option. We could actually surrender.
Surrender. Or we'll phaser the airlock and we'll all go flying out together.
That's a bad idea.
Can I have 5 minutes to think about it?
I don't think they're going to give you 1 minute to think about it.
We surrender.
That seems like a good idea.
Surrender. Or we surrender.
Especially if they decide to walk close to us. I think I remember this part very, very specifically.
Let's get their weapons.
Wow, that was a really dumb thing to do. Why not just stun them? Why not just stun them, guards? Look what's going to happen.
Seven with one blow.
Yep, that was a really silly thing to do.
An exaggeration, Doctor.
Yes, it was.
Come on, you two.
Yep, you really, really shouldn't have walked up to us.
An unconscious Vardane guard.
Oh, there is a shuttle there, actually.
This looks like an Analbi-class light personal transport, similar to the shuttlecraft aboard Federation starships.
That's, not bad. There's the airlock.
The door into the docking bay.
We do not want to open that.
This monitors the effectiveness of the cosmic ray filter along the shuttle bay.
I suppose we could examine that with the tricorders.
These controls open and close the shuttle bay doors.
Really don't want to be doing that. That would kind of get us killed.
Spock, could we use this system to give them some sort of erroneous message about their cosmic ray filter? Make them believe it's about to collapse? Force them to abandon the station?
Probably not.
Negative, Captain. I would require much more effective access to their monitoring systems.
Well, it's an idea.
Do you really think that the real zealots would abandon this project under any circumstances?
That's a good question. That's a good question. What about these computers, though? What do these computers do? We haven't even looked at them. We're just disabling them.
Spock, open the outer door.
That's a terrible idea.
Spock, sabotage the system. Spock, open the outer door.
Why would you want to open the outer door? That is a terrible idea.
Spock, sabotage the system.
Better idea.
The controls are no longer functioning, Captain.
Marvelous. What were the controls even for?
This controls the force field that protects the transport and docking bays.
Yeah, we wanted to sabotage that.
This controls the atmosphere within the transport and docking bays.
That'll probably stop anyone escaping if we wanted to sabotage that.
Spock, remove the atmosphere.
No, that's a terrible idea. If there's anyone in there, they'll die.
Spock, sabotage the system.
Better idea.
The controls are no longer functioning, Captain.
Marvelous. I don't think there's much more we can do here. We don't really want to go in there. We're not trying to escape, after all. Let's just leave. Let's leave. Just trying to think about where else we could go. Well, there's the other area, which has the executive quarters, the special projects, Bredell's quarters, and the crew quarters. There appears to be nobody here that is coming to attack us, which is a plus. Definitely a plus. Let's look at these doors, shall we?
This door is labeled Executive Quarters.
Not bad. We could actually talk to Spock here.
Well, Spock, what do you suggest?
Good plan.
We should attempt to gather evidence that Dr. Bredell is planning to commit genocide. Others may help us if they are confronted with the scope of Bredell's misdeeds.
Good plan.
We need to shut down the tractor beam that is currently holding the Enterprise. Until the ship is freed, our options are limited.
They are.
Our chief priority is to find the reason for the Holocaust that was reported by the Alexander and stop it from occurring.
Nice summary. What about McCoy?
I'm afraid that the social Darwinists have never impressed me, Jim. Building a better human on the inside is far more preferable to improving his physical traits.
Originally, Doctor, Vardane was a very harsh environment. The Vardane claimed that the original human settlers required genetic engineering to survive.
We could have just gone to a different world, I suppose.
Living only to survive is a poor life indeed, Spock.
Interestingly, actually, I forgot to actually talk to them while I was in this room, so let's go talk to them in this room. I'm sure there's something they might want to say.
Observations, Mr. Spock.
What are your observations?
We should attempt to gather evidence that Dr. Bredell... We need to show our chief
Those are
priority.
just restatements of what was going on in the other room.
Ask Spock for advice. Maybe if you read the lines in his pointy ears, you can see the future.
I don't think that's fair
That
to say.
is one of the most irrational statements I have ever heard you make, Doctor.
Are you sure?
It was a joke, you green-blooded machine of a Vulcan.
Unfortunately, Doctor, even by human standards, your sense of humor is erratic at best.
Oh dear. Well, there's not much more we need to do here. I think we should head to the other side of the ship, and when we come back, folks, return to trying to solve all of these problems and basically save the Federation. Why start the game on a low point after all? Why not just start with saving the Federation? So, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. Hey, maybe if we're lucky, McCoy will get stunned by more phasers. He seems to like that. He doesn't like that at all. Not even slightly. Later.